Hey, I do one-on-one lessons in my personal studio with about 25 students a week. And there's one simple thing we've been working on, and that would be like the three primary chords in a key. My students feel like that clarifies the whole scope of guitar. It boils it down to something they can focus on, and they do great. Oh, for instance, the key of C is C, F, and G. That sounds proper. Okay, C, F, and G for the key of C. Let's go over to the key of D. That'd be D, G, and A. I'm just making stuff up. So that's D, G, and A for the key of D. For the key, let's see, where are we at? C, D, E. Let's go to E. So the key of E, I'm gonna play E. That's the 1. A is the 4. And instead of playing a B, which would require bar chord business, let's do B7, which is proper because the 5 chord, you want to make it a dominant 7. So we'll go B7. You remember B7, middle, index, ring, pinky? That's a pretty important shape. So I'll give students examples of songs. And one example would be Folsom Prison Blues, using E, A, and B7. It's kind of one of the ultimate campfire songs. If there is a campfire that needs songs, this would be a good one. You could play maybe a bass strum, alternate bass strum. So the bass note for an E chord is an E note. The alternate bass note is the B. So it's right in the chord. So I'm going bass, strum, alternate, strum. And it's like a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. At that point, you can hear it's going to change. Goes to the A. You got your bass, strum. Alternate bass is open E. So it's A, E for your bass and alternate. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison and time keeps dragging. Right, you're back to E on. Now you got to go to B7. Here's where it gets a little interesting because watch carefully. I'm going to go bass, alternate bass. So your middle finger has to jump back and forth. Hear that lonesome whistle. That might take you a couple of seconds. Bass, strum, alternate strum. I hear that lonesome whistle. I hang my head and I cry. And it just repeats. There's 4 verses. You can do some solos. So that would be 1, 4, 5 in the key of E. And of course there's 12 keys total. So today we covered the keys of C, D, and E. Let me know if you want to cover another key or something, but I think you probably get the idea. But it's fun to present this to students, and they can draw their own conclusions or make their own connections or pick their own songs. So it's really a thrill to watch people kind of spark up and perk up and get happy because they kind of understand how things work. All right, thanks for letting me show you that. And feel free to comment or give me a thumbs up, or you can even subscribe if you're feeling generous. That really helps me. I always check my numbers. It's nice to see them going up versus going down. Thank you.